Cloud9 showing up for the first time today.
As they're just going to be chilling out in old Pochink. Oh, no.
Oh, no. We lost review bra chads.
No. They have obviously the best name.
So, no. I'm looking around the map because last time we talked about this, I do not see a Team 20, no purple on the screen. So,
Rip.
As well as Transcend did not make it into the lobby. Render lost one, Anhem and 605 Gaming. So we have some shorthanded teams and some that did not make it into the lobby either by choice or by circumstance. But for now, we have all the big names still full strength and ready to go. There is no real at this stage with this neutral circle. We're not going to see too much pressure. Maybe along this end of the map, we might have a little bit of pressure as teams come in. But it's such an open area to transition. We have the Yasnaya fields and through the north end of farm. These are all very easy spots to get through as long as there's no one camping you. And for now, the one thing that does stand out to me is the fact that Fairy Pier is going unlooted, and that the tempo strategy is open. So nothing there around the quarry region. So easy start to this game so far.
Yeah, and Render with their 3 players, quite the interesting strategy here. The remaining 3 players all just kind of splitting up. As you can see, all just kind of doing their own thing around kind of the outskirts. The outskirts of Pachinki. But
looking at scenic Georgia Pole, there is
yes.
2 teams. We do have Team 7, that is Smoking Aces, hanging out in that South George area. And looks like Georgia is actually well inhabited for the first time in a little while, as Team 12 and Team 6 are both there. That is 4 Kings, as well as the final stand, as you just mentioned. So for now, I suppose if I'm going to be picking a spot, it looks like C9 is already choosing to split up and grab a compound both inside and outside of Pachinki. We saw them do this in the game they won. Moody and Frolicker are going to head a little bit south of Pachinki and grab onto that barn compound, which is a good idea. The Render boys are in that spot as well. Hypoc and the rest of Optic now starting to leave Rozhok. But for now, C9 is going to opt to do a split hold around that Pachinki. Oh, maybe not. Looks like they are going to all form up in one spot, not leaving 2 behind a Pachinki this time around.
Story of Corey. There he is.
The story of Corey.
Unknown tactics.
Started from the bottom, now he's here.
And he is here. I don't know how here he is, but he's here.
he's there we go. Everyone in the shack.
Get in, boys.
They're probably just trading up their loot. Oh, they're going to decide to hold the hillside. This is a smart move from them. They didn't stop at the barn, just to their north. You can see on your mini map. That's a decent spot to hold, but they're going to try and do an outside exterior hold, and that's not a bad idea. They got good plateaus, good hills to move around in this spot, and hopefully they got the optics to support it.
Yeah, they'll be able to sit up there. Bin Long just hanging out at the base of it. He's pretty kitted up as well. He's got an SKS, got an AK, got pretty decent firepower. But
he was close enough to Cloud9 that he likely heard the vehicles arrive.
Yeah.
So he's probably just chilling right now, seeing if he can spot anybody. But for Bin Long and the rest of Render, they don't have, they're not together, and they are missing a guy, so no mistakes allowed for them right now.
Yeah, and the spread on their team is just crazy right now. I mean, you have Austin all the way up almost towards the Georgia Pole area. But Team 7 roaming through the fields. That's Smoking Aces.
Driving?
Yep, just cruising. Right through the cornfield. And here we go. Apache reconvening.
There's honestly, I'm looking at the mini map and everyone's so spread out that I like even Team Gates, who's up in Kameshki, have managed to take zone damage, even though they're completely by themselves, only taking a couple of ticks there. But for Team Gates, they have a bit of a long trek from Kameshki. They will be driving right past Team 18, who's already on the move as well. So there should be, with all this real estate, lots of time and space for these guys to move. Nova, someone we haven't mentioned yet, has crossing the bridge, headed towards the gas station area around the lighthouse. So for Nova, that's going to be a nice hold. But really just calm and quiet, smooth and steady on the initial circle here.
Yeah, not a whole lot going on. You can see Mars of Smoking Aces, the boys just hanging out in the hills. They're see where they decide to move off this. I mean, that circle is closing in, but Dignitas have worked their way down from Severny. They're now just kind of over in that Rozhok area. maybe make a run past school, but
Here's a hill.
hello.
You can see it is Smoking Aces. Just, essentially standing here, grab a nice little divot. They can just chill, spread out their loot. But it looks like Optic has made their way closer to Pachinki and have stopped their transition, maybe looking towards where Team 17 is hanging out. It's the sweaty nerds around Pachinki. And they can also hear, not to mention the rest of G Skinny squad in transition right next to them. So Optic might be able to lay a bit of a trap here and take a shot at G Skinny, who's already down from Valiate with that UMP up close and finished by Heteror. As there is Optic picking up the first kill of their game and disrupting the transition of G Skinny and company.
Yep, he's adding on to that massive kill total that they have. That should now be 51 for them throughout the entirety of this event. So they've certainly been doing quite well. And just going to replay. Oh, hello. Little replay. Let's see. I would assume it's of that.
Well, Valiate's already got the 1K, so I don't think it's a replay in this instance. Yeah, so Heteror has not spotted the squad. Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe seeing that now. He's got eyes on Mad Dog and the rest of Team 6. That is the final stand. So giving that info back to his team. Looks like Optic is just going to opt to chill and hang out right where they've landed, as we will see our first transition. And we are staying relatively centered, but the river channel will stay involved, so C9 will maintain their center position. And I don't know who Frolicker is shooting at, but Binlong has not moved from his tree spot. So yes, now we will start to see pressure begin to mount around the northern portion of the play zone. That Pachinki area is going to be very hot, as you can see all these teams now jumping in their vehicles, headed south a little bit. Final stand taking pot shots at Optic, but Moody and the rest of Cloud9 don't have to do much, so this is a benefit for Cloud9.
We'll see. Dignitas is kind of moving into northern Pachinki at the moment. See where they decide to go with it. They do have the real estate there. Not a whole lot around. Mars taking some shots at Jonester 69 scopes. Not able to hit a whole lot.
Whatever.
I'd love to hear your thoughts, Moses.
Yeah, no, I'm good. So there's Mars taking some shots, whipping his camera around, and as far as this transition is concerned, Team Gates has now arrived. Set to Destroy is circling all the way around the northern portion of the previous play zone. Not sure what they're going to try and do. They might want to try and come around that ferry pier area and essentially just rotate all the way around. So for Nova, they've now got a decent spot. They're holding onto the yellow cabins on the coastline. We do have Smoking Aces staring over at, Render, who is just standing perfectly still at this stage. They haven't really done anything, either reconvene or otherwise. Blown apart, Binlong and Austin just kind of running around.
It's amazing that they've just all been doing their own thing and we're this late in the game.
Well, at this stage they started spread. They have the circle. Maybe they're playing an odds game where one of them is going to stay in the final circle. They might just be playing for placement, trying to stay defensive since they already have one lost in the lobby. As we see Heteror from Optic go down to TFS, and all of a sudden Optic is being shot at from multiple sides.
Mars even getting the kill onto Heteror. That is not good for Optic, so they're going to be a man down. And Bahawaka up here with his Car 98. Looking for some heads to pop.
Losing Heteror is bad news. And they're going to just, I suppose, solidify this position. Not going to be able to reuse that UAZ, so it will be destroyed. You can see here it's Nameless.
Yes.
or Nameless. I don't know.
TFS.
Yeah. So Nameless is man, you're killing me, Nameless.
Yeah,
couldn't come up with anything else.
Come on.
Regardless.
A little bit of effort.
TFS is holding on to this compound. They don't have to move just yet, and they have taken one off of Optic. So Optic losing one here in the early game is going to be a bit of an issue, but they have been flexible in the past. Dignitas still on Pachinki, set to Destroy, now arriving at the northern portion of the play zone. Cloud9 is actually getting really close to Optic.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to go at them, I think.
Let's see. Optic aware of it. Oh, Hypox starting to get lit up. Gonna Move behind the rock here. Cloud9 encroaching very quickly, though.
Down.
Moody's getting rocked at the moment as well. As you said, Frolicker is down. Things falling apart here for Cloud9 on this push. Hypok's going to heal up, too, so he'll be reinvigorated to take this fight, though. Valiate ends up getting down by Stab.
That nade looked okay. Yeah, that nade landed close to Moody, but not quite close enough. They did take down Valiate going on that low side flank. Starting this fight for Cloud9 is an interesting choice as the circle is transitioning. So Valiate and actually Cloud9 looking to try and flank around the bottom. They're going to try and finish Valiate here. Unfortunately, Moody will do that. So good night, Valiate. And now that's 2 down for Optic. Cloud9 did lose 1 as well. I don't think they're going to want to push this issue onto the side of that hill. Moody's just going to try and grab what loot he can, but Hypok is not out of the woods yet, figuratively or literally.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he is he's getting pelted at the moment. He'll hide behind his tree, though, his trusty tree. Set to destroy, flying through the old wheat fields here. As they've been on quite the rotation here. They started on the full eastern side, and they have now gone north all the way around to the western side of the circle.
Doesn't look like a unique idea. Dignitas is doing the same type of thing, and TFS stays in the middle of all of these transitions as we've seen yet another circle transition headed towards the river channel. All of a sudden, Nova finds himself with some prime real estate, albeit shared, as Team 21 has arrived on scene. That's no excuse.
Ooh, man, lots of action happening here between a few different teams.
Now they're gone.
Yeah.
So no excuse
Bye-bye.
is no longer in the lobby as Nova picks that up, but Smoking Aces is also nearby at full strength, arriving in the yellow cabins. So this area is going to be very hot and very important now as Optic is just looking for a vehicle, I imagine. C9 is mounting in theirs, and the rest of Render, Mr. Blown Apart, is the closest to the center. But Dignitas is doing a wide run around the end of the play zone. Looks like it may pay off for them as they come in around the beach.
Yeah, this is interesting rotations coming out from multiple teams. They will have some real estate there to work with and try and set up in. But see, Team 9, that is Apache Esports. They're hopping in the vehicles, the buggies, the motorcycles. Ooh, nice ramp.
Little trick there.
Good stuff.
So Nova did pick up another kill, I believe, and it looks like Smoking Aces is taking some shots at Cloud9, actually, who is in transition and has stopped. Moody has been taken down. Looks like they do have a spot to try and get a res off. Nova can definitely hear the shots ringing out from Smoking Aces. Not sure if they're going to want to try and press across and deal with them. Right now, Nerf Me Please is just trying to gather as much information as he can.
Oh, he's looking for the guys. Not seeing a whole lot at the moment, but both teams really just kind of hanging out in these buildings. Protector Vene looking behind. He sees Cloud9 out there trying to get the shots. Look at that silver plate.
This guy knows it.
He knows what's up.
Oh, actually, Moody and the rest of Cloud9 have got stuck in the only shack in this area, and they're all inside of it, which we've seen come apart for teams in the past.
Happened in this group, too, I believe.
Yeah, I believe that's. Oh, no, that was Ghost. That was McCoy blowing up one of the people in his group. So, regardless, they are now in a tough spot. They're going to have all their vehicles get disabled. They're in a decent spot from a landmass standpoint. That shack could be very important as Riem returns fire with the Mini. But we're about to see another circle transition, so we'll see what happens. And the fate of Cloud9 hangs in the balance with this next transition. Hopefully we'll see some of that river channel come out.
Optic is also rotating all the way around the 2 remaining players.
Oh my God, what are they doing? Well, I think they're trying to be safe, but I mean, look at Dignitas. They're all on top of TFS.
Yeah, this is crazy. The rotations.
There goes all the river. So this is now favoring Nova, and to an extent, I guess Cloud9 is in a good spot. They don't have to move. Ronin is there as well, but this is looking good for Nova.
And Dignitas might end up in a pretty crazy fight here against TFS in the woods before they make this rotation.
So flat, like they can't peek each other. This area is so difficult to fight in because of how flat it is. No one can really get a good line of sight. And TFS is opting for a vehicle rotation, giving all sorts of information on Civil.
Oh, they're pushing in. Truswell goes down. Adam's able to pick up 2 there. Oh, Dignitas just shredding TFS in the woods. Oh, they tried to get in the car and get out of Dodge, and then Dignitas says, no way, Jose, and just shuts them down. Mad Dog is going to try and get out of there. Uncivil taking shots at him.
Not going to be able to do it.
Yeah, and he is going to get taken down as well. Dignitas having quite the performance inside of the woods.
I think the vehicle mount option there was not the best choice for DFS, and Dignitas just happened to capitalize there. The circle has begun to move, but that's a nice, easy team wipe for Dignitas. And TFS, who played an interesting role in the beginning of this game, have now been completely eliminated. And Optic is now moving in on top of Cloud9 as Team Gates is being engaged by Render Esports and as well Team 17, the Sweaty Nerds.
Oh, the Sweaty Nerds still in it, baby.
Moody down again.
Oh, Moody down. You can see one from the Optic are just flying through on the cars right through all this. Holy cow.
Baja's got to be careful. That US took a little bit of damage there. He's doing okay. The last two men standing from Optic, not the high kill game we've expected. But, oh, there goes Baja Waka down.
Oh, no.
Now Optic is facing elimination here.
Hypoc is just... Oh, he's cruising. He's going to use this shack as some cover for now. Baja Waka gets finished off. Bin Lock getting in the action.
He hasn't moved an inch this entire game, and all of a sudden...
He's been waiting for that moment.
Seriously, this is the same spot we saw him at a little while ago. He's now rejoined by Austin, but unfortunately for Baja Waka, he comes across the tunnel spider and just gets destroyed.
Does Gustav know that Hypoc's behind him?
Potentially. I think he had his buggy disabled. Dignitas is spread out in the field. Not sure if they want to try and rotate across. It would be super difficult for them to do so without taking some casualties, as we saw with Optic. So Hypoc's the last man. He's got to play defensively to try and secure that placement. They have a huge lead in this lobby, but they cannot afford to be dropping 15th place finishes.
Yeah, they need to at least try and get themselves into the top 10 here. Easier said than done, though. Hypoc's got to do it all alone. And Team 8 right now, Ronan actually putting in some work, shredding the guys from Apache Esports. Getting quite a number of kills there. So we'll see. Interesting decision.
Bushman Hypoc.
Yeah. The Bushman himself. Dignitas still just hanging out in this field. They showed up with their vehicles. Oh, look at him.
This area is super difficult to deal with. I mean, Dignitas is spread out in the field. Nova is still holding on to the yellow cabins.
Yeah, Hypoc's going to have to move here in a minute, too. He is not inside the circle, and he's going to be meeting up with Gustav in just a second whenever that happens. So this is going to be a really tricky scenario.
Yeah, Hypoc's crouch walking his way past Gustav. Gustav prone next to him. There's nothing really for Optic to do here, and as we see him get taken out with the headshot.
Ouch.
So that is it, as Wookie Bookie takes down Hypoc. Optic will go out in 15th place, as Moody is staying active for Cloud9, who now is in a position, as we see this transition occur, to stay in the play zone. So it's going to be open fields and hills. Nova will retain some cover, and now it's Team 9 versus Team 17. This is the Sweaty Nerds. Going right at Mitsubilis, but he's down and out. Team Gates is here as well.
Oh, yes. Team Gates. We haven't seen a whole lot of them so far in this game. They've been staying relatively quiet, but it is just the two of these guys left here. Actually, quite a number of teams in this area. You have one from Render. You've got Team 17, that's Sweaty Nerds. You got Team Gates, as well as a member of Apache Esports, all staying in this area. Cloud9 continuing to be the Shack squad.
Shack boys.
The Shack boys hanging out. They haven't had to move. Luckily, the circle has been playing in their favor, but I imagine on this next one, they will likely get forced out of there, and they're going to be caught out pretty far in the open.
You have to wonder how much of their utility is left remaining. They did have to smoke that Shack when they arrived to try and get the res on the Moody. As we see Smoke and Aces, actually, who have been active throughout this game. Moody does not want to let anyone get past, as he actually steals that kill. And then, yeah, that was a nice pickup. He just jumped out and stole that kill from Smoke and Aces, who is dealing with Team 11. That is Booyah. But here we have Team Gates, Render, and the Sweaty Nerds, as well as Stardog, the last man standing from Apache, all sharing one little hut. Well, compound, anyway.
Yeah, close enough.
Close enough.
But Ronan trying to make their way across through the woods. They do have Team 10 up there.
Mars is hitting every shot he takes so far.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been really on point so far in this game. Seen his name come up quite a number of times in the kill feed. So
here's Ronan, sneaky with 5 kills.
doing quite well for themselves here. Oh no, Team 7 losing a couple bodies there. Smoking Aces, they've been performing overall pretty well thus far, but now with Ron Paul TV going down, it's going to set them back a little bit. It's just Mars and Soapylicious left alive to do anything. And our sweet, sweet protector of NA has also gone down. So
yeah, it looks like Moody took him out. Nova has been taking one casualty after another. They've lost Locknarb. Nerf Me Please is down. Looking for the res now. Landoon not opting to close that door. But it looks like, yeah, it looks like Smoking Aces has slowly pressed into and on top of Nova, who do get the res, but it looks like Smoking Aces is only down to 2. And we are about to see a very critical circle transition, and it'll decide what happens with Cloud9 and the rest of these squads along the edge. Only Ronin is close to the center. Team 12 is in the fields, but Dignitas is being harassed as they are still stuck in the field outside of Pachinki, reforming with their vehicles, and we will see the circle stay relatively centered. Ronin, the only team in currently.
Yeah, this is going to be...
And 4 Kings.
Yep. They're up there as well. It's amazing. Binlong and Austin are still alive, just chilling.
Well, they've been playing it properly. I mean, they came in with a disadvantage as Rheum and looks like Team 12, that is 4 Kings trade 1-for-1. Dignitas is nearby. You can see them here crowded around their vehicles. And it's Shaq versus Shaq between Cloud9 and 4 Kings.
Moody ended up going down again as well. He will get res.
That's the 3rd time for Moody. Next, he's been down multiple times, so that's going to be very difficult for the next res for Cloud9. So Moody has to be careful not to go down again. His armor and helmet's likely destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah, now let's see. Team 17, you got Sweaty Nerds there. Tilde and Healthy Elf are the only ones left. Ooh. Oh, goodness.
Stardog staying still. Tild maybe has an idea he's there, but Team Gates waiting a little bit too long, getting taken down by Nikke from somewhere else.
Oh, my.
So that is going to be, yeah, Stab going at it as well. So that is, oh man, all sorts of kills happening. This is just what happens when you have to run into the open. So for Team Gates, they have to be very careful. It looks like Exco's going to opt to med. Stardog doing the same thing, having to leave his shack. He's going to be coming in behind Team 17, see if he can land some kills. Health the Elf is right in front of him. He prone. Stardog running straight at him. And he's going to hear the footsteps any minute now. And he just waits a little bit too long. And Stardog gets finished. And all of a sudden, just like that, we're down to our top 10 teams as Smoking Aces and Nova are still staying active. Tild looking towards Austin. And it's a battle in the field. And I think we might have seen Cloud9 just get eliminated. Yes, we did.
Oh, yeah. Easy cute.
Execute.
Just mowed him.
Yeah, it looks like they tried a vehicle push on and it didn't work out. So that is 4 Kings eliminating Cloud9, going down in 10th place. Meanwhile, Austin from Render is finishing off Tild, and Smoking Aces is just continuing to go ahead. We see your Binlong crawling towards Gustav. Austin doing a great job. Render actually playing a great game with only 3 guys to start.
Yeah, really. You can see Gustav here. I think he may know that Binlong is behind him. He's looking back that way.
If Dignitas can keep this together, I like their chances in this, because this is going to be an open field ending regardless. Soapylicious from Smoking Aces has died to the zone. Ronin is playing is playing security on the edge, but right now it's going to be Binlong and Austin trying to survive a render.
Gustav definitely knows that he's there. Got a good nade, forcing Binlong to heal up. And Gustav just waiting for his opportunity, though. He does have Austin off in the distance. Binlong. Oh, he's going to start taking ticks from the zone, though. He took 1.
I was going to say Ronin was holding edge security.
Through the bush later.
So Binlong spotted and finished. So that's going to be nice for Dignitas. They need to clear this area out. We have centered for the next circle. So I'm liking this from Dignitas, liking their chances. Mars and the rest of Smoking Aces are, well, he's now holding on to Smoking Aces' chances. He's the last man standing, but Ronin had a decent position here, but they've spread out between the shack and the side of the hill. Smoking Aces got all the way around them, and now that's Mars finishing off Coldamenta. So Smoking Aces, on the back of Mars, who had a terrific game so far, has reached the top 5. Dignitas is here as well, and there's a couple of solos in play, so this could very easily go in favor of Dignitas.
They're definitely looking good for now. They got going to have to start making their way shortly here into this next play zone. As, well, you can see that zone is starting to move now. They put smokes down as cover. Oh, no. Execute went down. Adam hitting a nice shot. Johnster 69 scopes. Got him there, so 3 members left alive for Dignitas. 8 kills on the game. Austin, who is using this tree as cover, is going to be forced to start moving here, but he's just taking kicks from the zone. There's, oh man, no, he can't get out of there.
I don't know if shooting there was the right idea. If he was going to hang out in the zone, he might as well just have started the med. So now Mars is in the top 3 along with Detailed, and it's the tale of solos, and Detailed is running wide in the open. This is looking more and more like a Dignitas victory. 9 kills total for them. It's a 3v1, and they know that Mars has got to be over there somewhere. So this is going to be likely it for Mars, who's got to run out into the open. Don't know how Dignitas doesn't win this game, but Mars has been hitting his shots. We'll see what he's got. He's got some smoke down using that utility. Maybe he's got something up his sleeve.
It would take a miracle for Mars to pull it off, but if he does,
More smoke's coming in.
Eat my hat or something.
He might be able to actually get in and prone. Oh, no, he's spotted out now. Run, Mars, run.
Oh, now it's the firing squad. Oh, they're all just shooting through the smoke. No one's hitting him. Oh, my. Amazing.
Gustav wants this.
They are all just unloading into the smoke, managing still not to hit it.
I think Adam just threw a grenade. Oh, Mars.
Whoa.
Through the smoke.
What? That's insane.
That was like blap, blap, blap.
Mars, I'm shocked he survived this long, but the smoke is dissipating. There's no way he survives much longer. There it is. Wookie Bookie hitting a headshot, taking down Mars. Dignitas is going to take that game there. And what a performance from them, starting off with not the best